How do you organize your Barbie things? That's today's topic. Organize with me. I show you some ideas how to organize your Barbie doll shoes, clothes, and accessoires. I'm Busy Bee from Germany. I'm a long-time collector and a Barbie dog for almost 10 years. And this channel is more than your just one-stop Barbie repair workshop. So some of you use pizza boxes for the storage of Barbie clothes. I don't have pizza boxes. I have a normal cardboard box here. And that's where you can store your vintage clothes in if you want. Here you can see I have a part of my vintage clothes for Barbie here in my cardboard box. But it's all in here. It's not just the clothes, it's also the shoes, the purses and the accessoires. And now I would like to show you some ideas how to organize these little things a little better. So if you like, you can arrange your clothes collection, shoe collection, accessoire collection, whatever collection you have here after eras or decades. And you can put the little things you have in these hardware organizers, which I'm going to show you now, and you can put in there your purses as an example. So when you have these small purses, you can put them in one organizer, and you can also put other things like these little jars or shoes in the organizer, and then you can be sure that they are not getting lost, because the older the clothes and the shoes and accessoires, the more expensive they are. And if you want to be sure not to lose any of these things, put them in a hardware organizer. So that's my next task that I'm going to do, to arrange my collection a little better. I know I have neglected this in the last month, but I'm going to do so. And this is one of my tips for you. If you want to store the Barbie clothes in an accurate way so that they don't get any damage, you can use acid-free thick paper, like I already told you about in one of my other videos, which I'm going to link you above here. Another way to store your doll clothes is to put them in these doll cases, which you have probably left over from your childhood, or you have bought one or two from eBay or another marketplace where you can get them for only a few bucks. So this is also a way to store Barbie clothes, and I even store my booklets in here. You have here little areas where you can store your smaller parts so that they also don't get lost when you don't have a hardware organizer. It's not perfect, but it's a good thing for the start when you are just starting to collect clothes, and it's a safe place where you also don't lose any of the smaller parts. The advantage of these doll cases is that they have little boxes in them themselves when they are old enough, so that you don't have to buy additional boxes for storing things so that they don't get lost. And I think that's a very nice advantage from earlier times that we can use for our collection today. One of my very own techniques to store the little shoes for Kelly are these keychain bags from the 80s and 90s. So you can store the little shoes in there, and you don't have the problem that they get lost because they are locked here in this bag, and you don't have the risk of losing them because they are all at the same place. You have stored them in one place. And I think that's a big advantage, and you don't have to spend any additional money when you still have them at home. So if you need an idea how to store thematically fitting things that are bigger than clothes, I recommend you these plastic containers, plastic boxes, because you can put in there a lot of stuff and it's stored together, and then you can't lose anything, or you always know where it is when you need it. So this here is from my Shelly Kelly collection that I bought when I was 10 years old, and I stored everything. I have never sold anything from that time. It's all here in this box. It was in a bag before I put it here in this box, but it's still everything here that came with the dolls. And I think it's a good idea when you have these little accessoire things from Kelly. Just there. I've also put them in little Ziploc bags so that you can also keep everything without losing a piece. And that's my accessoire bag from the 90s from my Shelly Kelly collection. And I think that's also a possible way to store your accessoires when they are small and you don't have a hardware container for it. Like I already showed you, a hardware organizer. For my designs, I use punched pockets with zippers so that nothing of my designs can get lost. I hope you have learned something in this video. I gave you some new ideas how to store your doll clothes, shoes and accessoires here so that you can organize them in a better way. Question of the day is, have you any ideas how to store the old vintage Barbie heads? I have no ideas yet, so let me know in the comments if you have a good idea. See you in the next weeks. Your Busy Bee from Germany. Bye!